It's Persona time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the Figma number 417. It's Queen from Persona 5. The animation, well, animation, game, doesn't matter. It's Queen, and we're finally getting another one of the Persona line. I love that game, so really I'm all in about these guys. So super excited, super happy. Let's go. Finally, my queen. I really like her. I like the character because she's so kind of shy and really silent, and then she goes berserk and turns into this really badass chick. So kudos to that. Well, let's have a look at the size. She stands at about 14 centimeters to the top of her head, which means we're going up to 5.4 inches tall. Overall look in detail of the figure, you got the very distinctive art style of Persona in the eyes. I mean, really like all the Persona games, or like really the Atlas, there's like a couple of them. Hair sculpt is good, although I have a tiny, not really a complaint, just something to note. I think the braid could be a little bit more detailed. It seems like it's kind of melting into the hair. I mean, it is there, but I can barely, well, I do notice it, but still, I'm just saying, could be a little bit more accentuated. Could be going out a little bit more. But anyway, for the rest of the figure, this is really good. I mean, Figma has had a lot of problems with the paint recently, but I'm happy to announce to you that Queen does not really have that issue. At least not mine. Obviously, quality control can change from figure to figure, but mine looks really nice. You have all the spikes and all the kind of silver metallic stuff that's going on. Even like this little belt buckle over there. Really nicely painted. Nothing really goes over the line. And also in the front part over here, the tiny bolts that go down her corset. And I really like the paint itself. Like the shade of blue, it really looks nice. It's not too shiny except for the corset, but it is a corset. It is supposed to be leathery, so that stands out a little bit is accurate, and I think that looks overall nice for the figure and the character itself. She has the white gloves and a little bit of skin tone peeking out over here. That's the only thing that's not as clean, because I once again tried to paint this bright kind of beige over dark blue, so that it's really tiny. So I'm not even complaining about that, just showing you all the stuff that's going on. Then the black and the crotch piece. We got the butt, nicely detailed, and a couple of wrinkles also in the outfit as we go down to the spiky knees and the long boots with more bolts in it, and the high heels and the silver tips of her shoes. Yeah, overall very happy with this one. Nothing really to complain about as far as paint job or mold. Now going over to the articulation, this one is not standard, and I like it. You have the double ball combination. You have one ball hinge in the neck and the other one that goes into the head. As such, like even without moving the hinge, let me see, can I get the hinge forward? Goes forward a lot, goes nicely to the back. It does stick out, but you can't just move the neck part, you know, the hinge around to cover it up. But overall, it's getting very good range of motion. Goes side to side, goes all the way around, again to the back, and just really freaking good. What they did not do good is the scarf. You have a ball hinge in here, so you can move that up and down, rotate it around. It's pretty cool, kind of breaks up the sculpt, but I like that added articulation actually. But you would think you would make a ball joint also in the scarf itself, but no. Just kind of pegged in. I mean, I already pulled it out before, so let me do it again. See? Just like pegged in, and this is like, where's the ball hinge in there? As such, you only have a little bit of wriggle motion side to side, and it does rotate around, but still, where's the ball hinge? Then for the shoulder articulation, it is the same stuff as usual, the double ball combination. It's a ball, one in the shoulder and one in the torso, so you can rotate it around. Ball hinge in the shoulder, goes up 45 degrees, has also some rotation in it obviously, and then you got another ball hinge in the shoulder, ball hinge in the hand, forward, back, rotates all around. For the chest area, you got another double ball combination. You got a ball joint in the chest itself and a big ball hinge in the torso once again. As such, has some really good motion, does tilt side to side, does go all the way around, and does unfortunately also leave some gaps. But you can, again, just like with the ball combination in the head, just kind of push it down, wiggle it a little bit, and you can get it down to a certain degree, obviously, but could have gone up a little bit more. The entire chest part is soft plastic, so it does not get into the way, and the lower part as well, so that works pretty nicely. She also does leave a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit gappy also in the back, but she's a thin lady, so it's kind of hard to put that all in there and make the articulation nice without making some sacrifices. Then for the crotch area, you can kind of pull this entire joint down to get some pretty good motion. Goes forward, goes to the side, goes to the back, is blocked by the butt, has some rotation in it because it's on a ball joint. What's different in this one, you actually have 5 swivels. Haven't seen that in a Figma before, but as like the mold is done, it doesn't really peek out that much, although it does bother me a little bit. I'm not the biggest fan of these joints in general. I mean, you have like a lot of that on the Hasbros or like Marvel Legends, and that's, you know, I don't know, it's not the biggest fan. Anyway, it's there, added articulation, always cool. Then you got a ball hinge in the knee and another ball hinge at the foot, goes back, forth, rotates all the way around, and has some side-to-side tilting. And there you go. So for the accessories, starting off with the hands, we got 2 fist hands, open hands for holding the gun, or like, I guess the calling card. There's not really much more to it. Speaking of which, she does come with a calling card. It is upside down right now, but let me get in closer. It's really hard to keep that in my big fingers. So yeah, there you go. Take your heart. Really nicely done, and just like kind of text box. Well, not text boxes. They cut out the letters and then put it on the calling card. Obviously, you can't have letters. And then the gun folds down. Anyway, here's the gun. Nice silver metallic paint job on the handle, and like a little bit more gunmetal on the gun itself. It's also pretty small, but damn, the detail on it is really, really nice. I'm really happy with this one. I'm really happy, guys. Really happy when stuff works and I don't have sloppy paint jobs. And you have brass knucks. Once again, super nice paint job with the gunmetal on it. Does that rotate around? Yeah. But you can't take them out. I mean, you wouldn't. You have these fists, especially for the brass knucks. Why would you take them out? You savage. Then you got the faces, which don't focus right now. There we go. You got one kind of looking to the side and one angry face. Even though, like, I would have liked a pissed off face. This is not angry enough. Like, when she transforms, she clenches her fists and just goes like mental. We don't really have that. The angry face on this one is not angry enough. And then finally, of course, like all the Persona characters, you gotta have the mask, because it's not fully Queen if she doesn't have her iron mask, which is really nice. But I get everything. And then finally, as usual, with the Figma stuff, you got the Figma base, 2 pieces, and you also have like a small piece for the top of it, in the Figma bag, in the bag, and the Figma instructions also in the bag, more plastic. So here's a little image of the entire team so far. Futaba should be out soon. I don't remember the date, but Futaba in the casual version is coming, and they recently announced Futaba in her Phantom Thieves outfit, and also that slimy little Goro Keshi is coming. Hate that guy, but gonna have that figure. So yeah, the story so far. And it's gonna bring me to the final thoughts for this Figma Queen Makoto Nijima. This figure is awesome! Like seriously, I rarely have this, but recently I've been really lucky, I guess. I have 0 complaints about this figure. I think the articulation is pretty darn good. I think the paint job is really, really good for once. I'm saying for once because, you know, Figma. If you go back and watch some other reviews, I've had the worst luck with quality control and paint jobs, but this one is really good. And, you know, the accessories, it's pretty cool. Also, she has lost her scarf. I guess that's the only thing, that the scarf is not on a ball joint, but let me put that on. What kind of final look is that? But yeah, I mean, as I'm putting this on, this figure is great. Go out and get yourself a Figma Queen. It's great for Persona fans. And I think everybody else who likes the design, you're not really going wrong with this one. So that's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for more figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Figma Queen wants.